The Bentley 8-liter represents the absolute peak of W.O. Bentley's original engineering philosophy. Introduced in 1930, it was conceived not as a sports car and not merely as a luxury vehicle, but as the ultimate high-speed touring machine, capable of sustained, effortless speed regardless of body style, passenger load, or road conditions. Unlike smaller Bentleys designed with competition in mind, the 8-liter was engineered explicitly for authority and endurance. W.O. Bentley described it as a silent sports car, a phrase that captures its intent more accurately than any performance figure. At its foundation, the Bentley 8-liter uses an exceptionally large and heavy steel ladder frame chassis. Compared to contemporaries, the frame sections are massive, with deep longitudinal rails and substantial crossmembers. This was not an accident of conservatism, but a deliberate rejection of lightweight philosophy. Bentley believed mass and stiffness were essential to high-speed stability and durability. The wheelbase is long, significantly longer than that of the Bentley 6.5-liter, providing exceptional straight-line stability. This length allows the chassis to support very large coach-built bodies without compromising composure. Whether fitted with a formal limousine body or an open tourer, the underlying platform remains untroubled by weight. Body construction follows traditional British coach building practice. Aluminum panels are mounted over an ash frame, with body supplied by firms such as H.J. Mulliner, Gurney Nutting, and Van & Plass. As with most coach-built cars, rigidity and refinement vary by builder, but the chassis itself dominates the driving experience. The Bentley 8-liter chassis does not rely on body contribution for stiffness. The frame alone is engineered to carry load, resist torsion, and maintain alignment under extreme conditions. This separation of responsibilities is central to its character. Suspension design is conservative but heavily over-engineered. Solid axles front and rear are located by semi-elliptic leaf springs, but the components are exceptionally robust. Spring rates are tuned to manage mass rather than agility, prioritizing control over softness. Steering geometry favors straight-line stability above all else. Steering effort is high at low speeds, but once underway, the car tracks with remarkable confidence. Road camber and surface irregularities exert little influence compared to lighter cars of the era. At speed, the Bentley 8-liter exhibits an unusual absence of drama. The chassis does not communicate urgency or nervousness. Instead, it suppresses disturbance through mass and rigidity, creating a sense of inevitability rather than excitement. Body mounting emphasizes solidity rather than isolation. Vibration is present but subdued by sheer scale. The car does not float or flex, it proceeds. Visually, the 8-liter communicates dominance. Long hood, upright radiator, and vast proportions signal power and authority without ornamentation. The design is not elegant in the conventional sense, but imposing. The defining element of the Bentley 8-liter is its 7,983 cubic centimeters inline-six engine, one of the largest passenger car engines of its time. This engine was not developed to chase records or compete directly in racing, but to deliver sustained, effortless performance under any conditions. The engine features a cast iron block and head, with overhead camshaft operation and 4 valves per cylinder, an advanced configuration even by modern standards. Breathing efficiency, valve control, and mechanical robustness were prioritized above all else. Power output is approximately 220 horsepower, but this figure alone understates the engine's character. Torque delivery is immense and continuous. The engine produces strong pulling power from low engine speeds and maintains it across a wide operating range. Fuel delivery is handled by multiple carburetors calibrated for smoothness and consistency. Throttle response is immediate but never abrupt. Acceleration occurs without drama, reinforcing the impression of unlimited reserve. Cooling capacity is vast. A large radiator, substantial coolant volume, and efficient airflow allow the engine to operate for extended periods without thermal stress. Overheating is rare when the system is properly maintained. Lubrication reflects similar priorities. Oil capacity and circulation are designed to support sustained high speed, running rather than intermittent bursts. Mechanical longevity depends more on maintenance discipline than operating intensity. The gearbox is a 4-speed manual transmission, robust but heavy in operation. Gear changes require deliberate input rather than finesse. Ratios are widely spaced, reflecting the engine's torque surplus. Power is transmitted to the rear axle through a massive drive shaft and differential assembly. Final drive ratios favor high-speed cruising, allowing the car to maintain remarkable pace with minimal engine strain. Braking is provided by large drum brakes with servo assistance. For a car of this size and mass, braking performance is impressive for the period, though still reliant on anticipation. The Bentley 8-liter drivetrain was engineered with a single objective: to render speed irrelevant. The car does not feel fast because it never feels strained. Mechanical noise is subdued but ever present. Valve train activity, induction sound, and exhaust note combine into a deep mechanical presence rather than a sporting soundtrack. Unlike lighter performance cars, the 8-liter does not reward aggression. It rewards confidence, restraint, and authority. The interior of the Bentley 8-liter reflects its position as a machine built for authority and endurance rather than intimacy or sport. Unlike lighter sporting Bentleys, the 8-liter was designed to carry occupants in comfort at sustained speed, regardless of body style or passenger load. Seating is substantial and upright. Cushions are deep and generously padded, designed to support occupants over long distances without inducing fatigue. Lateral support is minimal, as the car was never intended to be driven aggressively through corners. Instead, stability and composure were the guiding principles. The driving position is commanding. The driver sits high, with a clear view over the long hood and upright radiator. Steering wheel diameter is large, reducing effort once underway and reinforcing smooth, deliberate control rather than rapid correction. Pedal effort is heavy but predictable. Controls require physical input, reflecting the mechanical scale of the car. This is not a vehicle designed to respond instantly to small movements. It expects confident, measured action. Instrumentation is comprehensive but restrained. Gauges typically include speedometer, tachometer, oil pressure, coolant temperature, and fuel level. Information is presented clearly, with an emphasis on mechanical health rather than convenience. Bentley assumed that the driver would actively monitor the car's condition during extended operation. Switchgear is solid and industrial in character. Controls operate with resistance, reinforcing the sense that this is a machine built to withstand continuous use rather than occasional display. Rear accommodation varies significantly depending on coach builder. Some bodies emphasize formal rear seating with division screens, while others adopt more open touring layouts. Regardless of configuration, interior space reflects the vast dimensions of the chassis. Ergonomically, the Bentley 8-liter interior prioritizes authority over engagement. The cabin is designed to reduce fatigue through stability and predictability, not through softness or isolation. Externally, the Bentley 8-liter is defined by scale. The long hood, towering radiator, and expansive proportions communicate power and permanence rather than elegance. Coach-built bodies vary widely in style, but all are subordinate to the chassis beneath. Chrome trim is used sparingly. Ornamentation is minimal, allowing mass and proportion to dominate visual impression. The car does not seek attention, it commands it. The exterior design conveys inevitability rather than excitement. It suggests a machine that proceeds regardless of conditions, rather than one that reacts to them. Inspecting a Bentley 8-liter requires an appreciation of both its extreme engineering and its coach-built construction. No two examples are identical, and condition varies dramatically depending on maintenance history and body configuration. Original paint finishes were typically cellulose-based, offering rich depth but limited durability. Aging appears as fading, crazing, and surface cracking, particularly on large horizontal panels exposed to heat and sunlight. Body inspection must begin beneath the aluminum skin, The ash frame is critical to structural integrity. Wood rot, joint failure, or poor repairs can compromise alignment even when exterior panels appear visually sound. Chassis inspection is paramount. The latter frame should be examined for straightness, corrosion, and fatigue cracking, particularly around suspension, mounting points, and crossmembers. Given the car's mass, structural integrity is non-negotiable. Suspension components are heavily loaded. Worn leaf springs, tired bushings, and misaligned axles significantly affect ride quality and stability. A Bentley 8-liter with neglected suspension will feel unsettled despite its inherent mass. Mechanical inspection focuses on engine health, particularly oil pressure stability, cooling efficiency, and valve train condition. The overhead camshaft engine is robust, but repair complexity and cost are significant. Gearbox condition is critical. Synchromesh is limited and where manifests as heavy engagement and noise. Clutch operation should be assessed carefully, as component mass amplifies wear. Braking systems require careful evaluation. Large drum brakes provide strong stopping power for the period, but performance depends heavily on adjustment and servo condition. Fastener consistency provides insight into restoration quality. Mixed hardware, modern fasteners, or excessive replacement often indicate repeated disassembly or unresolved structural issues. Over-restoration is a particular risk with the 8-liter. Excessive cosmetic refinement, modern paint systems, or added insulation can dilute the car's original sense of scale and mechanical authority without improving functionality. Driving the Bentley 8-liter is an experience defined by authority rather than sensation. Acceleration is strong but unhurried. Speed accumulates effortlessly, without drama or strain. The car does not feel fast because it never feels challenged. Steering effort is substantial at low speeds, but settles once underway. Feedback is muted by mass rather than isolation. The car tracks straight with remarkable confidence, largely indifferent to road camber or surface irregularities. Ride quality is firm but controlled. The suspension manages weight through damping and spring rate rather than compliance. Road imperfections are absorbed without disruption, reinforcing the impression of unstoppable momentum. Braking requires anticipation. Despite servo assistance, the car's mass dictates long stopping distances. Effective driving relies on planning rather than reaction. At cruising speed, the Bentley 8-liter feels uniquely composed. Engine noise recedes into a deep mechanical background presence. Vibration is minimal, and the car settles into a steady rhythm that can be maintained for hours. On extended journeys, the 8-liter reveals its true purpose. Fatigue accumulates slowly because the car behaves consistently. There is no need for constant correction or vigilance once pace is established. Driver fatigue in the Bentley 8-liter accumulates differently from that of smaller cars. Physical effort is high at low speeds, but once underway, mental workload decreases dramatically. The car demands respect during maneuvering, then repays it with long stretches of effortless motion. Pre-war long-distance driving favored this characteristic. Drivers planned routes that allowed sustained pace rather than frequent stops. The 8-liter's ability to maintain high average speed without strain reduced fatigue not through comfort, but through the absence of tension. Unlike sporting cars that require constant vigilance, the Bentley allows the driver to settle into authority. Decisions are made deliberately and infrequently. Corrections are rare. The car does not invite exploration of limits. It renders them irrelevant. This relationship between driver and machine explains why the 8-liter was never about excitement. Its appeal lay in dominance through composure, a quality that would soon vanish as economic reality reshaped automotive priorities. Pre-war driving technique emphasized authority and foresight. Drivers managed speed through restraint rather than intensity, allowing the car's immense reserves to remain unused most of the time. Delivery experience in period context assumed mechanical literacy. Owners were expected to understand the car's scale, plan routes accordingly, and drive with respect for mass and momentum. The Bentley 8-liter is not a sports car, and it is not merely a luxury vehicle. It represents the ultimate expression of W.O. Bentley's belief that speed should be effortless, silent, and unquestioned. Its significance lies in excess used with purpose. The 8-liter demonstrates how scale, strength, and engineering discipline can create performance without urgency, foreshadowing a philosophy that would largely disappear after the Depression.